Australia locked down. Bustling malls became ghost towns, shops were shuttered, and city streets, usually filled with frustrating bumper-to-bumper traffic, deserted. For the majority of Australians confined to their homes, it was a struggle, not just financially, but mentally as well.
It was just so deserted, and you know, I think of Melbourne and its great sport and its great culture, and it was all those people struggling with that curfew and the lockdown. That's what sticks in my mind, the loneliness of the streets as I drove.
Australians, though, found a way to thrive and to make the most of their time indoors. Baking became a fad, many sharing their successes and failures to social media. Zoom trivia replaced the pub quiz.
Question number 4. In which country would you find the most eastern point in Asia?
And the lockdown didn't quite stop the partying, with some balconies replacing dance floors. School grounds were swapped for living rooms as students learned from home. The Brand House was a busy one last year. Mum and Dad were working from home while their 4 boys were also learning there. Finding space wasn't the only challenge.
I started to struggle in the middle because I was not getting enough social interaction.
So the school found a way to help. The boys are all musically talented and were given the opportunity to perform for their classmates at lunchtime Zoom concerts. The noise, though, did make it a bit harder for the rest of the family.
Drum lessons are a bit hard to ignore.
Oldest brother Anthony completed Year 12 in isolation and is now thriving at university.
Looking back on it, doing Year 12 from home was actually great preparation for uni because it gave us the skills to be able to self-motivate us.
But there's no rush to repeat the ordeal.
Would you do it all again?
No.
Even cabinet ministers weren't immune.
We had the chaos of homeschooling. My wife was magnificent. My 11-year-old from time to time commented how good Mum was and how bad Dad was.
Developing new habits, some good, some bad.
Well, it was the bike behind you. Spent a lot of time on the stationary bike. But the other vice, I suppose, that's more of a virtue. The vice has been the sugar intake, and there was a massive spike in, musk sticks and sherbet bombs.
For now, at least, lockdown is over. But the prospect of a snap circuit breaker will continue to lurk at the back of mind until the vaccine rollout is complete. Patrick Murrell, Sky News.